Hi guys, so we are back with the granulating versus non-granulating portion of the tutorials. And so for example here we can see the top line are non-granulating colours, so they are very smooth and they kind of float on the top of the paper, and then we have the granulating colours which actually settle into like the grooves of the paper. So let me see if I can show you this up close. And so this might be important if you are trying to do a floral illustration and you really want something that you know doesn't give you that grainy look, but sometimes you might want the texture and you might sort of enjoy that grainy look. So it's really good to kind of see some different colors and the pairs, so you can see kind of more of a non-granulating version of the color and a granulating version of the color. So what I have here is kind of a whole stack of colors, and I will put these on my blog at some point, but let me just go through and show you some of them that kind of you can see the difference here. So okay, so here are the reference cards for the colors that I've shown you in the book. And one of the really nice things about doing the reference colors is that you can kind of start to see all kinds of differences in just the texture and the way the pigments work and move on the paper. So as you can see, sort of we go through, so this is the non-granulating, and you can see that most of the pinks are actually non-granulating, I think all of them. So however, the Opera Rose does have some sort of, you can see the neon particles that kind of sit at the bottom. So as you go through, the oranges are non-granulating. A lot of the greens are actually non-granulating. So low granulating, the verdigris, which is really pretty. So I'm not sure if you can see the sparkle in that malachite. And then sort of low granulating. So sometimes you do want, especially with browns, I love granulating ones because for buildings and for things like that, if you're drawing a tree trunk, the Daniel Smith ones have really beautiful granulation for things like that, whereas this is a Schminker transparent brown and it's non-granulating, and sometimes that's really nice for hair or mixing skin tones, things like that. So you can see like the, that's really good for stonework in buildings and things like that. So, and so for example, you can see here with the cobalt turquoise and the cobalt teal, they are similar colors. One is heavily granulating and one is non-granulating. And then you have the Sleeping Beauty turquoise, which is a little bit deeper but also slight granulation, and the manganese. So these are very granulating blues. So I'll also put photos of these. So they're saying this is granulating, but it's very non-granulating to me. It's quite a smooth color, and also I'm not sure if you can see the sparkle in that kyanite, but so that's one thing to keep in mind. The Moon Glow, Shadow Violet, they're very granulating. You can see the pigment separation happening there. So I think that really out of the, like for example, if I'm choosing purples, these are the only two that I have that are non-granulating. All of these are granulating, and I will put photos of all this on the blog so that you can kind of go through them and reference these. So that's basically everything that I wanted to say for this segment on granulating versus non-granulating colours and pigments, and then we will look at some opacity and things like that in our next videos. Bye for now.